Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Friday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device with none of my brain tied behind my back because I need every single brain cell just to keep up with you guys. Glad you're with us here tonight. A lot of good folks here with us. Master Blaster is here. I think he's going to be blasting a furnace to melt some silver down, from what I understand from a comment of his. Tom Larson is here. Good to see the great JM Unleashed is with us, as well as NanXX. Got your email. I did see the news about old Bob Menendez. Yes, indeed. Crazy. Sentencing time for Menendez. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Let's see what else we've got. Let me get over to this. Pull this down. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Silver Sleuth is here. Duke Nukeman is with us tonight as well. Let's get into some of these comments, shall we, and see what folks are saying. We've got Carrie Taryn talking about the Robinhood account. Says this here, I have a Robinhood account, and so does my brother. I got it because he would get a free stock Siri if I signed up, and so would I. I've never put any of my own money in it, but made a small dividend and put it into a mining stock. Way to go, the one you mentioned in your video, Vizsla. And just for fun, I won't be doing anything with the futures market, but may keep an eye on them. Very good. Actually, they've done fairly well from what I understand recently. So good job, Carrie Taryn. That's awesome. And speaking of Carrie Taryn, he's here tonight. We just read his comment. That's cool. That's great. And good to see you guys. And good to see Cemetery Shop is here. NanXX, Steve Lapointe. Tom Larson is here tonight. Good crowd with us. Hope everybody's doing well. Supplemental Dinner is with us too, as well as CCT. All right. Very good to see all of you guys joining us here. We got the awesome Savage Stacker here with us as well. Hardworking guy. He says, Algorithm Foo, we need to get you to 100K. I've been thinking about how we can get you there. Yeah. If you have any ideas, let me know. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Savage. You are awesome. And here's Master Blaster. Okay, here we go. I thought I missed the comment, but here it is. He's been playing with a new induction metal melting furnace for silver, gold, copper, and steel. 3,500 watt power input to heating coil. Steel melting, not so good, but everything else is amazing. 1 ounce of silver takes 60 seconds. That's amazing. So hold that thought, Master Blaster, because I have some questions about that. Hold on a minute. Scammer time. It's scammer time. Hello? Hello? Auto dial out. So anyway, will it connect? No, it's going to disconnect. So Master Blaster, good to see Count Trumpula is here. Good to see you. So is this new induction melting furnace, is this something that where you put a tray in it or a mold and then it melts in that mold? If you can email me about that, because I like to find something where I can just cast bars. I think that would be fun as a melting furnace. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. If you could email me about that, that would be great. I'm kind of curious to see what you got and how much it was and all that jazz. Because I'm looking for something I don't have to pour the silver. Just something I can put it in there and melt it. But I need to find the right molds and stuff for it, too. I think that I've got some copper I want to melt down. And maybe some silver, too. But yeah, that would be cool. All right, that's awesome, Master Blaster. Is he still here? I don't even know if he's still here. He says, there's too much silver out there, not enough gold. Well, there's a lot more silver than there is gold, but he constantly says this comment every single time. He does add to the algorithm, so we'll take it. All right, let's see here. Graphite screw. Okay, if you can email me what you got and where you got it, I would appreciate that, Master Blaster, because that's pretty cool. Probably won't remember that, graphite crew. But thank you. And if you can let me know if it's something you can cast as well too, I'd appreciate that. But congratulations, I think that's really cool. All right, Richard Barrel, come on, Sal. All you ever do is talk about Donald. You act like he's God over everything that happens on this planet. Well, we know he hates Trump. He's got Trump derangement syndrome. Because I'll always talk about Trump, but it is a new president with a new fast-moving agenda that is having an impact on the markets, including gold and silver. Anytime politics, including whether or not it's Biden or Trump or whoever, I'm going to talk about it. It's what I do on the channel. So gold does what it does, and and not what Donald says or does. Well, it's obviously performing now precisely because of what Donald Trump says or does. That's exactly why it's moving today and in the last couple of days, and really moving up since he got elected. It is the Trump pump. We had the Trump dump when he was president-elect for a while, but now it's a Trump dump. Good to see Brad Lewis is here. Good to see Brad Lewis. Lessa Anderson is here as well. Good to see you. Anyways, gold has been on the rise for at least 20 years, so stop rambling on about Donald. Well, Richard Barrera, we know you've got Trump derangement syndrome. That's obvious as the day is long. You're easily triggered because I mentioned Donald Trump in some videos. But again, he has some impact on the markets. Gold has been on the rise, obviously, but it's rising even more because of, wait for it, Donald Trump. That's right, exactly. All right. And that's right, Duke Mookman, it won't last forever. That's right. And I talked about that too. I also mentioned how it's going to go the other way. Now here's Dan, and Dan is cool because he totally disagrees with me about Trump, but he's not going to berate me about it. He's just going to talk about Trump, and that's fine. Before Trump, debt was $20 trillion, deficit $400 billion. Before debt was $20 trillion, deficit $400 billion. Trump destroyed our future. Yeah, the national debt was $20 trillion because of COVID spending, and Trump was obviously a part of that. It was a little different time. There was a lot of unknowns there. We can talk about the nuance of that, but Dan W. is right. There was a lot of debt created under Trump and deficit spending under Trump over the emergency of COVID. And even before that, Trump is not until this time. Now he's working on actually saving money, which is good. So maybe it'll be a little different Trump this time. So maybe he'll take us in another direction. But that's legitimate criticism. Right. Good to see Diamond Lou's Fireworks is here. Welcome, Diamond Lou. Kerry Phillips says, let's see here. He says the face value is supposed to be more than the value of the metal. The government is supposed to profit from adding face value to the metal. The whole thing is so ass backwards. Well, that's not how it works, Kerry Phillips. They put those denominations there on purpose because they know the metal is already valued more than the metal. They sell it for more than metal. The face value is completely arbitrary. Although there's some connection, but it's really pretty much arbitrary. There you go. Exactly right, Duke Newman. That's the way to have it, to be about it, you know. We don't have to be nasty with each other. We can have civil disagreements. But I can't tell you how many times I've actually found people who berate me on other things that I talk about other than politics, and come to find out that they're lefties or whatever, or liberals. And I think it was something that I said about Trump, and that triggered them, so they go and insult about something else when I go back and look at earlier comments. It's crazy. You know, it's fine to have disagreements about politics or what have you. Just be civil about it. That's all I ask, you know. Doesn't have to be berated. So thank you, Duke Newman, for that. I appreciate it, brother. All right. So the face value is all but arbitrary. There's not really tied to the metal at all, and the government does profit when they produce the metal. The Canadian Mint profits, and so does the United States Mint. Now, the profits from the United States Mint go right back into the revenues of the General Treasury, which are next to nothing compared to the overall debt we have and the spending we're doing in this country. By the way, it's very good. All right, let's see here. Chad Wolf is here. Count Trumpula still with us. Good to see all of you guys. Very good. Let's see here. Yeah, it is a shame, Duke Nukeman. I hate to hear that. You know, people have disagreements, and But anyways, listen. Ominous Rooster. No gold in London vaults. I think there is. There was some talk about lending against other nations' holdings, but I don't know what they've gone. That's a fast-moving story. Jimmy J finally got a little gold to go with my silver stack this week. Got 6 grams from a coworker. Nice. That is really good for $500. Not bad at all. It's almost 2/10 of an ounce. Technicolor Tony says here, about this video here, about the record high gold price here. You're just arguing semantics by saying that tariffs don't cause inflation. And much like words change definition over time, you may be seeing that happening in real time right now. Well, inflation can be a very generic word, but in terms of finances, and it's related totally to the money supply. And so there are price rises, price increases and rises in prices, but that does not necessarily equate to inflation. There is a difference, and I think it is important to make that distinction. Let's see here. But the reality is tariffs increase the price of goods for the consumer. No argument for me on that. They do, and they will. So while the tariffs may not meet the classic definition of a catalyst for inflation, the practical result is that as far as everyday person is concerned, it is in fact an inflationary measure. Well, and no, for the everyday person, it means their prices are going up. That's what it means. It doesn't mean it's an inflationary measure at all. It just means their prices are going up. The thing is that inflation is the cause of rising prices. It is not rising prices itself. So that's why it's important to understand the difference between the two. Let's say, for instance, what happened in 2021, Silver Eagles, they're running short on Silver Eagles, and the premiums go up $10, maybe even $15 for a Silver Eagle. Is that inflation? No, that's supply-demand fundamentals coming into role in the physical silver market. We sold that in 2021. By the way, Tony Erickson is with us tonight. Good to see you, Tony, and good to see Dean R. is with us as well. The dynamic duo. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you joining us here, joining the party. All right, very good. Fire Einhorn says, I find myself daydreaming at work, and everything I'm saying to myself is in Sal's voice. Wow. I think that's the first time that I've ever received, I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's a mental, I don't know, mental breakdown. I don't know what that is, but that's interesting. Wow. I've never heard that before. Amazing. Somebody dream in my voice, have thoughts in my voice. Some people say, if you learn another language, do you dream or do you have thoughts in a different language? I don't know. But, never heard of anybody having thoughts in their head and having it in my voice. Wow, that is something else. Again, I don't know if that's a compliment or if it's or what. Gaza says 10 kilograms, that's just way too big. That's what she said. For that price, you would have to have it on display. Too big, Sal, don't go there. No, I hear you. I tell you what, it is something. That would be kind of neat to have it, but you're right. I wouldn't even be able to fit it in a video, probably. Unless I'm standing like 20 feet away. Goldfinger is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Ominous Rooster still with us. Appreciate all of you guys. You guys are amazing. I tell you what, it is something. Hold on a second here. Oops. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. Piles and piles and piles and piles of the stuff on my LCS. That's right. There's a lot of silver out there. A lot of silver. Sem2337 on the new big Maple Leaf video. Royal Canadian Mint sucks. Milk spotting on all their coins. Well, Sem, the year 2018 and earlier called and want their milky maples back. They solved that problem in 2018. The American Mint is not way better. In fact, there's more milk spots in recent years on Silver Eagles. Since 2021, there's been a lot of milk spots on Silver Eagles. Crazy. Insane. What you want? You want milk spots on American Eagles? No, I don't want American. Whoever said I wanted milk spots in American Eagles? But we got them. They're there. Perth, Memphis, #1, dude. I think you meant to say Perth Mint, but Perth Mint is great. But the Royal Canadian Mint is great also. Again, just look at what they did in 2018. 365 days of silver is here. Good to see you. Jaymon Lee, they had to make that silver maple leaf big enough to comfortably fit King Chuck's ears on the obverse. Exactly right. Exactly right. Good point. As I slurp this coffee. And thank you, Rob Moran. And thank you, Nickel Stacking. Yep, finally hit 88,000. Getting close. Trent, do you think the PM might be dropping soon, or the tariff's going to keep it surging? I think that if there are actual, and I mentioned this in today's video, in this afternoon's video, I think that the market is going to come back down somewhat, even if there are actual tariffs on gold and silver. I think the prices are too hyped up now, even for that, even for those tariffs. I think it's going to have a fairly minimal impact, and the prices are going to come back down. So we'll see here. I think there's a lot of hype around it, and the hype is definitely manifesting itself in the market right now. And that's what I talked about in this afternoon. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, definitely check it out. I try to provide balance in the markets and in the market reactions, and I think these prices are going to come back down. I really do. I could be wrong, but I think that they're overhyped. Gold especially overhyped right now, but silver to some degree too. OT driver, CCP of Canadistan, second home of the army, first bank of fentanyl, biggest exporter of Canadistan. It's all good, though, because Trump is going to tariff that commodity, so USA gets their cut. Likely will declare a police emergency and do nothing, just like the same issue with the southern border. Keep effing around, and Trump will build you a wall. That'll be interesting. It'd be nice if, really would be nice if we could have absolute free trade. But I do like the idea of us paying taxes only with tariffs and getting rid of the IRS and the income tax. The income tax is the worst thing. Just pay through the tariffs. That would be great. All right, very good. All right, Justin Sartain, through inflation of the currency, the prices are going to continue to rise. I think in the long term they will, Justin. I think the pullback I'm talking about is only going to be temporary. It's going to be temporary. All right, Farking Ice Hole, the Salivate Metal 2-ounce silver round is reduced price at JM Bullion. A little better price than through eBay. There you go. Yes, it is on sale still, apparently, over at JM Bullion. So check it out. That is the only place where it's on sale right now. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, here comes a scammer. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. My name is Chris Wilson. I'm calling from Auto Insurance. How are you doing?
Hi, Chris Wilson. I'm good.
Okay. Well, the reason of my call is to let you know that we are approaching the car owners to qualify them for the discount. So, do you have a car?
I have a car. Yes, I do. Yep.
Okay. How old are you?
How old is my car, or how old am I?
How old are you?
I am 67, sir. 67.
Okay. Sir, I'm transferring this call from a senior supervisor. He will assist you further.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow.
Thanks for holding the line. My name is Chris. How are you today?
Hi, Chris. Trump is going to hit Canada and Mexico with the tariff tomorrow. Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm just telling you that Trump is going to hit Canada and Mexico with a 25% tariff tomorrow. I'm just answering that question for you because you asked.
Okay, so what do you suggest? Should I sell all of my bitcoins that I already bought?
Yes, sell all your bitcoins, but sell all your bitcoins for silver. Hold on a second. I have my financial advisor coming on the other line. Hold on a second here. He's going to help us out here. Hello?
Hello? Sure. Yes,
Hi.
Richard?
Yes, this is Richard.
Yes. She's Frank. I'll get an appointment at this time.
Yes, that's right. My financial advisor is on the other line. He's going to sell us Bitcoin for silver. Oh, he left us. Anyways, go ahead. It's just you and me now.
All right. Well, the last conversation you had with my rep, he wrote something like you needed $120,000 for the business. So I couldn't, clarify the use of proceed and everything. So, I set an appointment.
Right, that's right. He was my rep. Now, how many reps can you do as opposed to how many reps I can do? I can depend. I'm the senior funding manager. Okay. Do you happen to know Jake from State Farm by any chance?
No.
Okay.
I don't know Jake from State Farm.
Okay. He's a friend of mine. He works over there at State Farm. I thought maybe you might know him. But go ahead.
What's his last name?
It's Jake the Snake. Yeah.
No, I don't know anyone by it.
Yeah, that's
So
go ahead. So can I get the 120K?
uh,
Can I get the 120,000?
I wanted to, have a conversation about this.
Okay.
What's your use of proceed with this 120K?
What is the what?
What are your plan?
My plan is to take that money and invest it in a special kind of silver-coated toilet paper that is completely covered by a solid sheet of silver so that the toilet paper doesn't bend or move, so that when you wipe your butt with it, you're going to only be in contact with the silver and not the toilet paper itself. And it's probably not going to be very comfortable. It's going to be the cleanliest thing because silver is an antimicrobial. And so we're going to make sure that we're going to keep the toilet paper, prevent the toilet paper from being soiled, and the silver will kill all the germs, so you can reuse it over again. You can run the silver, you can put it in the washing machine, you can use silver polish on it, and use the toilet paper over and over again because it's covered with silver.
Try this?
Yeah, of course. I've tried it myself.
Did you? No. I'm not asking that. Did you try this idea with the bank?
No. I'm talking to you about it. I don't want to screw the banks. I'd rather deal with you. I don't like to deal with banks.
Your idea sounds, it's uncanny, but uncanny is good.
Uncanny, that's right. Well, considering I don't like to use cans, then it is uncanny, right? I always drink my soda out of bottles and my beer out of bottles, never by cans, so it is uncanny. Okay?
Okay.
And my friend Michael Hunt really helps out with this as well. He's my silent business partner, Michael Hunt.
You're not the 100% owner of the business?
Well, he's the silent partner. He's the 0.001% owner. I'm the 99.99% owner.
And I see you have 98,000 revenue on a monthly basis. Is that correct?
That's how much I earn per month. You nailed it. That's exactly right, sir. So can we make this thing happen for the silver-coated toilet paper?
That's one of your idea, but tell me your what are you selling now? What's your business about?
Right now, I'm selling copper-coated toilet paper, and we're taking it to the next level. We're going to go from copper to silver, and if this works out great, we're going to go to gold. Then we'll do platinum-covered toilet paper, because even though platinum is less expensive than gold, it is about 15 times more rare. Then we'll do palladium-covered toilet paper, which is about 15 times more rare than platinum. Then if that goes really well, we're going to go to rhodium, then iridium, then osmium, and then we're going to move up to the Bitcoin-coated toilet paper.
I see.
We'd like to work with you through every step of that process, through all of the metals, the noble metals, and then we're going to get into the crypto space after that. Okay? And then uranium.
Okay.
I forgot uranium, but we have to somehow deplete the radiation out of the uranium. We'll make a depleted uranium covered toilet paper. We're going to do that somewhere along the mix. That will probably happen somewhere in between palladium and iridium. Somewhere along that line. Depleted uranium covered toilet paper. Very dense metal, that is, by the way. And maybe plutonium too, but the plutonium is a really far out there because you really can't deplete it's much harder to do that, and that's a really powdery metal. And that's going to be very tough because that would make your butt glow. We do not want any glowing gluteal maximuses. Or maximi. What's the plural for maximus? Maximi?
I wanted to know one thing.
Just one thing? You want to know just one thing?
Yourself?
What?
No, just out of curiosity, I wanted to know. Besides you trying this product of yours, did you try it with somebody? Did anybody else try your product?
Gone through absolute thorough testing with OSHA, with members of the we've done it with members of the former Belarus Olympic swimming team. And we've also tried it with the former Senator Bob Menendez, who just got the orange jumpsuit for 12 years. So we did it with him because he's going to prison anyway. So we thought we'd try the gold one on him because, he's a gold standard kind of guy, Bob Menendez. So he just got for a bit of justice there. You know what I mean? Just for the.
Anyways, I don't feel comfortable. Part of the money is mine, so I don't think.
Well, turn those machines back on. We need to get this money flowing in my pocket so we can make this thing happen. Okay? You don't have to.
I don't feel comfortable.
Why don't you feel comfortable? What can I do to make you feel?
Money.
Can you adjust the temperature?
No.
Can you adjust the temperature?
Gold-plated toilet paper. Come on, man.
It's not gold-plated. It's gold-coated. Don't cheap. I'm not that cheap. It's not gonna be gold-plated. It's gonna be gold.
Whatever. That's gonna hurt, man.
It's not gonna hurt that bad. Gold is a soft metal. Don't you understand? It's a soft metal.
No. I think you're a fan of lube using on the surface of your behind.
Lube. There's no lube. We don't need any lube with it. You just use the raw. It's raw and you riddling. You know what I mean?
You just made my weekend. This is a jump start for my weekend. I'm just gonna, after I hang up the phone, I'm gonna go down the bar. Man, I'm gonna drink.
And that's fine.
That was lovely speaking to you, Richard.
And
thank you for wasting my time, setting so many appointments. And yeah, always the last one.
But when you drink, think about funding me this thing. Okay, all right, okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Sel Mortimer Sel. Appreciate that, my friend, for the $9.99 super chat. Hope we got in there. I even told him to turn those machines back on. I don't know if he got it anyways, but he finally got it. That I was wasting his time. All right, setting these appointments. Dale Val. Let's see here. Says here, Trump is freaking Canada. Mexico, China, nothing we can do. He said, okay, brilliant, Don. Canada is USA's best customer. We fought in Afghanistan with her, sent water bombers to put her out in fires, supplied 25% of electricity. His speech is one-sided, so the U.S. tariffs gang up and trade with one other. Dave wave his magic wand. Yep, I think it's all positioning and negotiation is probably what it is with Donald. And again, there's something we don't know about trade. I know that Canada trade charges us tariffs, and I know that the old free trade thing that we were on before the USMCA was not working out too well. But another thing too, Dale, is the northern border of the United States is very porous too. There's a lot of people coming in through the northern border, and I think that's part of it as well. So anyways, we'll see how it does. We'll see how it works out. Canada is our friend, and that shall remain to be the case. So hang in there. We'll see what happens. All right. Very good. Let's see. Let me get over here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me and putting up with the madness that is this live stream. Imperium Enigma. I only make physical investments and I don't take big risk. I have a good job, but it ain't that good. Exactly. Yeah, limit your risk, and understand the risk that you take whenever you make a purchase of anything, for sure. Okay, here's Duke Nukeman, and he makes a very good point in this comment. I just got a text message from SD Bullion saying tariffs are coming tomorrow. Buy your Canadian Silver Maple Leafs coins before it's too late. Well, I don't think it's ever going to be too late, and I don't think it's going to have that much impact on the price, if at all. We don't know exactly what's going to be happening yet, and there's a lot of silver maples, by the way, here already in the United States. So I don't think that there's going to be a whole big. Hardly anybody's buying silver these days anyway. So I don't think we need to fear-monger them into buying. I disagree with that tactic. Someone needs to have a talk with them because they could cause people to make bad decisions with their FOMO selling, exactly, and or FOMO buying. I agree with that. All right, Tony Erickson, thank you so much for the 10 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Boom! Look at all these people that got them. If you received one of those, give Tony Erickson a warm welcome or a warm thank you, and maybe he will give you a warm welcome, but that's very nice of you, Tony. And let's give you 10 push-ups for that. I need to get Sel Mortimer Sel some push-ups as well, too. All right, let's see here. Thank you, guys. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Wow. Those actually came easier than I thought they would. All right. Maybe it's because I didn't stuff my face for supper tonight. All right, very good. Silver Heist is here. Good to see you. Steve LaPointe is here. Silver Heist is here. So is Silver Heist. And by the way, did I mention Silver Heist is with us in this chat room right now? He's not in the house. He's in a house. More likely his house. He's not in my house, but he is in this chat room virtually, not physically. All right, let's see here. Okay, thank you, Duke Newtman. Death Mon says, if it says Canada on it, I don't want it. As a Canadian, our government has a habit of saying you can't own it, or if it says Canada on it, it belongs to them. You have no property rights in Canada. Wow. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know enough about how things work in Canada in terms of owning land, owning precious metals. But wow. But I would think that if you own precious metals in Canada, they can't really take it from you, or they shouldn't take it from you. Stacker Factor is here with us tonight. Johnny B is here too. Good to see Johnny B. Wow, and Tony had some cherry cheesecake tonight. Ooh, that does sound delicious. There you go. My chats are, that's right. Exactly. I'm seeing Silver Heist chats right now where I'm at this very moment in time. Michael Phillips, Sal, don't go shopping with Diddy. Tell him no, I will do that. I've had to slap his hand. No, Diddy, no shopping with me. Not going to be happening. Ho Lee is here. Mr. Ho Lee. Yes, indeed. I got to be careful how I say his name, too. All right, let's get over here, shall we, to this. The Razamanaza says here, can't buy an ounce of gold for under $4,200 in Canada. Silver ounces cost over $50 an ounce. An ounce of the devil's lettuce goes for about $50. Hey, Sal and the gang. Wow, that's crazy. $50 an ounce silver is in Canada. Man. Let's actually take a peek and see about that real quickly here. If I get this thing, get my mouse back, let's see what it shows us here. What is silver going for in Canadian dollars? Wait for it. It's about $45.58. So close. About $5 shy away from it. But, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Man, crazy, crazy. David Donvig, M9W. Let's see here. Says this, silver is being used in year 2025 more than ever in world history. You're right. I personally can't help see silver over $50 before July. Solar farms in India, TVs, air conditioners, computers, cell phones, the list goes on. Silver is even used for drinking water. This metal is the world's future. You would think, David, considering all the uses in it, that it should be at $50, but it's just the way the market is working right now, and it's not there yet. But we'll see what happens. I would not bet your bottom dollar on that, by the way, anytime soon. All right. Matthew can get an ounce of silver at his LCS for $31.60, an ounce of top-tier weed for $80. I'm wondering, is he talking Dutch weed for top tier? Maybe so. Crazy, crazy. All right, Andrew Cummings says, no matter what, I don't want to sell. I don't want the fiat back because I have nothing to buy right now. It's good to hold on to, yes. I think for anybody, even if you want to prospect with or have a need to sell, it's always good to have a core silver stack that you don't sell, a perma stack, if you will. I highly encourage that for any and everyone. Yes, indeed. Anyways, all right. Southside Frankie, it's such a pity that trade with the neighbors of the USA is flourishing and Trump wants to go against this. The backdrop this is so many other countries want to attack the USA and the rest of the Western world. Why target your allies and not target your enemies. Trump's tariff point seems to be drugs and immigration. Okay, these are a good reason, but surely can't be talked about without the tariffs. They will cause inflation as Trump deports way too many immigrants. Well, inflation, again, Southside Frankie, is not caused by tariffs. And people follow the mainstream media about this stuff. Inflation is caused by one thing and one thing only: printing of money. And printing of money stems from government spending. But anyways, we do not know that Trump will or will do thinking. That's why I would not have voted for him. No one knows what his policies are for sure. Well, he's been pretty transparent about it. He's been talking tariffs through this whole time and pretty much everything else. He's been very abundantly clear. How he gets there is a different matter. But the thing is that, the tariffs are a two-way street. And for the longest time, the United States has been ripped off big time, where we weren't paying the tariffs. They were charging us tariffs, other countries. And he's trying to make it even or what have you. John Knox, I'm going to have a video coming about that tomorrow. Stay tuned. Let's see here. Charles Savoy says here, this is almost the only PM channel not existing to collect advertising money from people selling paid newsletter subscriptions. Yeah, I don't have a newsletter or a Patreon account or anything like that. I just kind of keep things simple. I do have memberships, but it's through YouTube. But let's see here. Getting advertised on that profit motive exists elsewhere in the area, or how can so many channels carry on? The newsletter peddlers are nearly walking on water, but he doesn't agree to blow trumpets for the newsletter schemers. Yeah, well, I know of some others that have newsletters or whatever, but I don't know that they're charging for it, but I don't know. But anyways, let's see here. Very good. Let's see here. All right, David Homtero. So many factors pumping gold prices. A doomsday clock moving closer to midnight. Ukraine-Russia escalation. Russian bombers flying near Japan. Ooh, whoa. Trump's tariffs on the whole world. S&P going up, which seems unnatural. DeepSeek and Google supercomputer, which will crush Bitcoin. Yes. Bitcoins and blockchains, got to watch out. How are they going to have if it's decentralized, who's going to come together to fight potential attacks from supercomputers? It's a very real threat and possibility with Bitcoin. Bitcoin could be wiped out in an instant, in an absolute instant, with this technology that's coming aboard with quantum computing. The tariffs are supposed to lead to U.S. manufacturing. How long would it take for U.S. companies to build buildings and hire Americans to produce? Well, already we're starting to see some of that happen so far with foreign companies, nickel stacking. Foreign countries are coming into the United States. I think American companies may do it quicker than you think. And I think that's part of the motivation for that as well, too. And if it's also to replace the income tax, then it may be not only revenue neutral, but it will mean the prices won't go up in the long run. They may go up, but you're not paying income tax. I think that may be the means to an end, or that may be the end, and the tariffs might be the means to it. Especially with talk of external revenue service and Trump floating this idea. I think that would be great. Oh, thank you. J.M. Unleashed has been very kind to post a link to the PayPal account. Those are nice because if you do it friends and family, I don't have to pay taxes on it, and it's and YouTube takes 30% of the super chats. All right, so thank you for that. I don't want to talk about that a whole lot, but thank you. Of course, the push-ups are doubled up. That's why they're very good. And let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Okay, BA. I can see a lot of idiots who take their clues from TikTok, invest emotionally, and don't understand leverage, blow up their accounts, and lose their shirts in massive numbers. Yes, it's bad news. You got to be very, very careful and take a breath before you invest in anything, for sure. All right, and we've got Bullion Addict. I personally never traded futures. One reason is that it's very risky and pretty much just gambling. One can lose their shirt very quickly trading futures on a margin call, especially if you can't cover the spread. I'll stick to stocks and silver and gold. Amen. There you go, Bullion Addict. Wise advice for sure. And Gold Chick is here. Welcome, Gold Chick. Good to see you. And let's see here. We've got Goldilocks. Get over here to this. It says the following. Way too high to buy gold at an all-time high. Stick with my stack of gold and wait for a dip. If no dip, I'm still very happy. There you go, Goldilocks. That's the way to be on it. You're exactly right. All right. Yes, John Knox, I did hear about that. The onesies. Do you support the onesies? I support the onesies. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, let's see here. Let's move along here to this. We've got the Red Crawler. 2750 is a new bottom. Let's explore. And very well could be. Crazy to think about that for gold. 2750 is a new bottom. Man. All right, Ominous Rooster. Let me cover wrong. All right, let's see here. All right. And we've got Serene889 says the following. Until I see silver over 35 bucks an ounce and hovering around or just above what would start to get me excited, we have been here many times, up a buck or two a buck. Silver gold is breaking $35 an ounce, then 50, then 75, 100. Yep. Although I would say anything above 30 right now should be considered a minor victory, as long as it stays up there. Very good. All right. As long as it stays up. Okay, let's see here. Wow. JP Panic is coming to us from Alaska. There's another guy, Wasilla Stacker, who's from that area too. Finally have below zero temps and snow here in Alaska. Wow. Mr. Dreams is here. Good to see you. All right. Broke Stacker says, regardless, let's see here on the shake-up in the gold and silver market. Says, regardless of the many uses of silver or even limited industrial supply, prices won't break through as silver stackers are constantly cashing in at $30 to buy Bitcoin or pay bills. There is some truth to that, but we only make up about 25% of all of the silver market, and I would say that we'd all have to be buying at the same time to have any kind of marginal impact. I think to some extent we did have a very, very minor impact for a couple of days during the silver squeeze movement in terms of the spot price. Premiums went crazy and through the roof at the time. The silver market itself changed and the separation between the paper and physical markets. But aside from that, I think it would be a sustained level of that to really have an impact. Thank you for your thoughts on that. Greg McCaslin says, on Monday, the manipulators will be taking profits in an effort to shake weak hands free. Spinning wheels go round and round. Yes, indeed, that's true. By the way, we were supposed to get another scammer to call us, but they didn't do it. And I'm really pissadointed on that. I'm very pissadointed. All right, let's see here. And where are we at? And Hugo, on the Big Maple Leaf video that I did earlier this afternoon, says the following. For a coin that, hopefully they package it well considering the weight of the heavy coin so it doesn't shift around inside of its package while being delivered. I actually read another article about it and said they were going to ship it in a different container. The box in one and the coin in the other. So it will be for sure. All right. All right. I'm going to ask the next female scammer, Night Train Express again. Yes, indeed. We'll get them on the night train. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Minister Oblia Bubla says, just acquired another gold maple coin and some 1.5 ounce silver maple leaf coins by any extra charges before any extra charges come in the U.S. All right. Well, congratulations. Although I don't know that it's going to have that much of an impact, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Richard Barrera, sounds too risky with that investment plan. Maybe talking from the poor and taking with the poor. What about taxation? Yep, we got to worry about taxation too, for sure. And let's see here. And we've got Jaden and Fright. On Thursday, January 30th, the price of gold rose to $28.03 per troy ounce, which is at its highest ever in history. And it went to $20.25 earlier or almost 2025 earlier today. But that's exactly right. Tony says, I bought today also at 28.10. Another comment here, when you cost average over the years, it makes very little difference if you save 10 to 20 per ounce. That's true. You're right. It's just if you can avoid doing it because of emotion, when it's, I won't say it's all but a sure thing, but it's likely it's going to drop back below $2,800 an ounce. I probably wouldn't have made that move. But hey, the dollar cost average, it does even out in the end. So well done. The Paper Vigilante says here, to all the people, gold and silver is hard money, not a pump and dump scheme. Don't exchange all your paper at the same time, and do it little by little each month. Exactly. Good job. All right, very good. All right. Coffee's getting lukewarm I'm not recording this video. I'm actually talking to you live. It's being streamed to you all. It's being streamed into your consciousness. This live stream is happening. You know what I mean? I'm streaming into your consciousness. Now you will be thinking just the way I speak. All of your thoughts will be in Sal's voice. I'm hypnotizing you all. After this, you're going to feel it. Everything you think is going to be in my voice from now until Sunday night. It's going to be happening. All right, very good. All right, Riosul 50. When the Hunt brothers almost cornered the silver market in 1980, the COMEX changed the rules so the Hunts could only sell future silver contracts, crushing the price and bankrupting the Hunts. Yep, they changed the rules. They played by the rules, and the rules got changed on them. Exactly right. Richard Metcalf here on the Maple video says the following. I wonder if they would trade 321-ounce maples for the big one. Oh, can you imagine? The high relief coin is smoking, but those ultra-high premium coins are off the table for me. With the economy the way it is, I have to make every penny count. Totally understandable, for sure. Jim Tillapal is here. FOMO is a no-no. Exactly. I like that. And spring back test to support the 3K. Yes, indeed. Will silver hit 3K an ounce? I think it will fall short of that. That's just my thought. I think maybe 2,900 might be the top, but we'll see here. Tiki Tave says here. Let's get over to this. It says, I would say a substantial pullback is pretty much a mathematical certainty. Yes. So he's even more certain than I am that it's going to pull back. All right. What about a slurp back? Is there any slurp backs for it? I don't know. Let's slurp a little bit and find out. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Thank you guys for being here tonight. We have 78 likes, says Steve Lapointe. Maybe we can get to 100 tonight. All right, we've got Mike Metals. The RCM is a layaway for just 4 payments of $4,300 a month. Wow. Insane in the membrane. That is something. Carrie Tarrant says, what, no 10 kilogram silver maple for your display? Where would I put it? Oh, my goodness gracious. Shoot, man. Host Joseph Smith. I'm definitely not buying at these prices. I'm just going to wait for the pullbacks because it's coming. I think so, too. Mudvayne, I'm surprised you don't wear gloves when handling exposed silver. Well, most of the silver that I have exposed, I'm okay with touching. The ones I'm going to keep protected, I have in flips or capsules, but very rarely. The other stuff I'm okay with fondling. I like to be at one with my silver and put my fingers all over it. That's right. All right. And I like to flip it, lick it, touch it, molest it, manipulate it. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. I don't think, Peyton, they have. There's no real details what is affected with the tariffs yet. We'll find out. There's coming tomorrow, implemented tomorrow. So, by the way, everybody that's here right now, I hope you will come around Sunday night. It could be make for a very interesting Sunday night when the markets open in Asia to see how they react over there. So stay tuned. We'll see here. So big test unit. Stay tuned. Sunday night we're gonna handle some of that stuff. I did talk a little bit about that in today's video, by the way. Big test unit. All right. Yeah, there we go. Except I will lick any silver except that which has been except for that which is betwixt CCT's gluteus maximus cheeks there. The CCTs there, I like that. Very good. All right, now I'm talking. There you go. Thank you, brother. All right, Savage Stacker, let's get Sal to 100K. Push that thumbs up at least and subscribe. Thank you. Those will help. Appreciate that, Savage. You are the man. Master Blaster, more ECB cuts coming. MicroStrategy buying $563 million of Bitcoin. This will help the Bitcoin Ponzi to be extended to the abyss. All right, just ask Ron. My mouse is acting weird lately, by the way. I need to get a new mouse. All right. What do you call one of these? A big mouse? It would be a rat? I want to get a rat. I don't know. Redneck Coins. Well, I was close, Sal. The gold came back in range. Future spot price, $10 area now for silver. We're either shedding more on Monday, but it's still over a dollar futures to spot with 40, 50 cents. It needs to get covered. Yes. We'll see what happens. It'll be very fascinating to see how this plays out. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this Sunday night's live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be very interesting. All right. 87 thumbs up. Maybe we can get 13 more before I go. I got to leave here pretty soon. So if we can get them in pretty quick to get 100, that would be fine. I won't complain. See, there we go. See, he really likes gold. I hate silver. All right, very good. And Peter Xenema says, expensive to buy, the 10 kilogram, probably difficult to sell. I would agree with that. I imagine the coin to be beautiful, but still prefer the $5 maple leaf coin. Easier to handle, much easier to spend to trade. However, I must agree with your comment. The quality of the Canadian Mint superb. Yes, indeed, they are. A Microsoft generic mouse driver. I have the same problem. All right. Yes, what it does is when I click it once, a single left click is interpreted as a double click from time to time. They say it's something in the spring in it, but I wonder if it's the generic mouse driver too. I don't know. Henstar, so it's got nothing to do with tariffs because all you have to do is melt the gold down. Says Sal, it's got nothing to do with tariffs because all you got to do is melt the gold down and import from a tariff-free zone. Simple. It's a credit event. In the very near future. Well, sadly, that's not how it works, Ken Starr. That's not how it works. You can't just get it. There's not enough gold to be able to come through those tariff-free zones. And Trump would be wise to that, number one. And number two, they're called good delivery bars for a reason. They've got to be validated. If you melt it down and import from a tariff-free zone, you don't know if it's real gold or not. The cost to do that would be far more than the tariffs to be implemented. So that's not how it works. It is because of the tariffs. This is why gold is up right now. It's because of tariffs. It's because of Trump. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Some people don't like to hear the truth, but that is the truth. And by the way, that's not necessarily a good thing either. I'm not saying it's a good thing. But anyways. All right. Dinar says, that China coin is crazy. Yes, indeed. Crazy stuff, Dinar. TikTok says, in recent years, seems like whenever I set aside enough cash to pick up another ounce, it was at record highs. Somehow it continued climbing overall. Shrug, DCA to the rescue, I guess. Yes, indeed, that's right. And remember, there's a member of this community. I don't know if he's still here, 66 Sam. He usually joins in on the live streams. But he saved up for about 14 months, and the price kept hitting record high after record high. He was not deterred. He pressed on, and he got there. It's an amazing story. I did a video solely about his experience, and that is inspirational. It's a challenge I issued, and he ended up inspiring me from it. It really is an amazing story. All right. Well, folks, I don't know if we got to 100 thumbs up tonight. Well, we're too shy, says Steve LaPointe. Too shy. Too shy, or whatever. Too shy, but I got to go anyway. But you guys are great. Can we get 2 more thumbs up at least, or 7 more maybe to bring it over the edge? But you guys are great, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I appreciate you so much being here tonight. We're going to be back here on Sunday night for the Market Watch. In the meantime, check out the video I just posted tonight. Gold blasts through record highs, and then this happens. I'll talk about the tariffs a little bit more. Give some insight there, so I hope you will check that out. And I want to extend the multitude of gratitude to you all. Keep your feet on the stars. Keep reaching for the ground. And have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.